Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's headlines. The latest numbers from DHEC say we're still getting COVID, but we're not dying from it. Over 10,000 new cases were reported last week, up 7% from the week before, and hospitalizations are up 5% from the previous week. But only 36 patients are being treated in intensive care, and there were just a handful of deaths. It's now been about 18 months since we've had a vaccine, and yet only 60% of South Carolinians have had at least one shot, and just over half, 52%, are fully vaccinated. Well, the super private Congaree Golf Club in Ridgeland was lauded for its nimbleness in staging a PGA Tour event with only about 3 months lead time last year. And the club said it would do it again gladly. Well, the tour has now said okay for another event in the third week of October. The CJ Cup in South Carolina will be the name. It'll replace the event that's supposed to be held in South Korea and should bring a much better feel to the Lowcountry the week of October 16th through October 23rd. Last year, the CJ Cup was played in Las Vegas and won by Rory McIlroy. Well, you've got to take any economic prediction a month out with a grain of salt. But an online job searching company, Lenza, is predicting our state to have the 10th lowest unemployment rate in the country by 2027 at a minuscule 2.4%. It was 3.3% last month. The study predicts Utah to have the lowest unemployment rate in the country in 2027. And the same prediction has Georgia with the 7th lowest rate 5 years from now. And then New York and California are 2 of the 5 worst states for unemployment 5 years out. Well, we'll be lucky if Hilton Head Island doesn't sink under the weight of tourists over the 4th of July weekend. Obviously, that prediction is a little over the top, but if you've got friends who are still thinking of coming to the island for the weekend, well, you better tell them, well, you need to stay with us. Villa rentals are nearly 100% booked, and hotels are completely full as well for the peak weekend of the summer season, even busier than Heritage Week. And finally, it looks like former Beaufort Mayor Billy Kaiserling will get to enjoy the 4th of July weekend, a bit of a surprise, when it looked for a while like he wouldn't make it to Memorial Day after nearly drowning when his boat capsized in the Beaufort River May 21st. Kaiserling was pulled from the water by passers-by who just happened to be medical professionals, and the 74-year-old was still unconscious a day and a half later. He's much better now and recently visited the fire station where the rescue workers who saved him work, and says the whole ordeal has taught him humility and compassion. He hopes to promote CPR campaigns in the Lowcountry, and in his words, if I take an hour to stop and smell the roses or call my significant other and say, let's just go out to lunch, well, that's perfectly all right. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on your screen, and remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at WHHI-TV, and check out our website at WHHI-TV.com. And if you have a news story tip or any kind of idea for the news, a cool weather photo, or you can just email it to us at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now let's get a sports update from Justin Jarrett. Justin?
Hey Loco sports fans and WHHI viewers, if you're a golf lover, you're in the right place. You already know about the world-class courses all around the Hilton Head area, and for the 2nd straight year, the PGA Tour will pay a second visit to the Loco. After hosting the one-off Palmetto Championship at Congaree last June to replace the RBC Canadian Open on the schedule, the exquisite Congaree Golf Club in rural Ridgeland finds itself back in the pro golf spotlight after the PGA Tour announced Wednesday that the CJ Cup is coming to South Carolina in October. Originally founded as the first PGA Tour event in Korea, the CJ Cup moved stateside in 2020 due to COVID-19 complications, but it maintains 8 exemptions for top Korean players in the unique 78-player field with no 36-hole cut. With the Tour's announcement that the event's name is changing to the CJ Cup in South Carolina, perhaps it will find a more permanent home in Ridgeland, or at least in the Palmetto State. Looking ahead to Friday's WHHI weekend wraparound, LocoSports.com's Wes Kerr is out at Bluffton High School today for for the big 7-on-7 tournament, so he'll have a report on all the Loco squads competing out there, and we'll have an update on Locosports.com's fundraiser for Anderson Jones, the multi-sport student athlete at Beaufort High School who was injured in an accidental fall over the weekend. So check out Locosports.com for all your daily sports news. For WHHI and Loco Sports, I'm Justin Jarrett, and until next time, go Loco.
Thank you, Justin, for that report. And coming up after the break, Marcus Walsh will join us with a very special guest. Don't go away.